Oh, God. Why do they bother?
It's to kill Jerry, isn't it, sir?
Yes, but Jerry is safe underground in concrete bunkers. We've shot off over 1 million cannon shells, and what's the result? One Dachshund with a slight limp. Shut up! Thank you. Right, I'm off to bed where I intend to sleep until my name changes to Rip Van Adder. God. Bloody Germans, they can't take a joke, can they? Just because we take a few pot shots at them, they have to have an air raid to get their own back. Where are the Air Force? They're meant to defend us against this sort of thing. Right, that's it. Hello? Sir Field Marshal Douglas Haig, please. Yes, urgent. I'd like to leave a message for the head of the Flying Corps. Where are you, you bastard?
Yeah, I am, sir.
Baldrick, for God's sake, take cover.
Why is that, sir?
Because there's an air raid going on, and I don't want to have to write to your mother at London Zoo and tell her their only human child is dead.
Right, sir. I didn't know there was an air raid going on. I couldn't hear anything over the sound of our boys in the Royal Flying Corps.
What?
I say, those boys can't have thunder in their airborne seats, can't they just? Oh, what's going on here? Game of hide and seek? Excellent. I'll go away and count to 100. No, better make it 5, actually.
George.
Yes, sir. Oh, it's sardines! That's my favourite one.
George.
Yes, sir?
Shut up and never say anything again as long as you live.
Right you are, sir. Crikey, but what a show it was, sir. Lord Flashart's flying aces. How we cheered when they dived. How we shouted when they spun. How we applauded when one chap got sliced in half by his own propeller. But it's all part of the joke for those magnificent men in their flying machines.
4 magnificent men read biggest show-off since Lady Godiva entered the royal enclosure at Ascot, claiming she had literally nothing to wear. I don't care how many times they go up, diddly up, up. They're still gits.
Oh, but sir, I'd love it. Up there where the air is clear.
The chances of the air being clear anywhere near you, Baldrick, are 0.
Sir, it'd be great, swooping and diving.
Baldrick, what are you doing?
On a sop with camel, sir.
Oh, it's a sop with camel. I always get confused between the sound of a sop with camel and the sound of a malodorous runt wasting everyone's time. Now, if you can do without me in the nursery for a while, I'm going to get some fresh air.
Ha! Eat knuckle, Fritz! How disgusting! A bosh on the sole of my boot. Shall I have to find a patch of grass to wipe it on? Probably get shunned in the officers' mess. Sorry about the pong, you fellas. Trying on box and just can't get rid of a whiff.
Completely dispense with the hilarious doggy-doo metaphor for a moment. I'm not a Bosch. This is a British trench.
Is it? Oh, that's a bit of luck. For the landed sausage side. Mind if I use a phone? Word gets out that I'm dead, 500 girls would kill themselves. I wouldn't want that on my conscience. Not when it ought to be on my face. Aye, Flashheart here. Council of State funeral. Tell King to stop blubbing. Flash is not dead. I simply ran out of juice before other women start saying, what's the point of living anymore? I'm talking about petrol. Woof, woof! So send the car. General Melchip's driver will do. She hangs around with a big knob, so she'll be used to a fellow like me. Woof, woof!
Look, you think you can make your obscene phone call somewhere else?
No, not in half an hour, you rubber desk, Johnny. Send the bitch with the wheels right now, or I'll fly back to England and give your wife something to hang her towels on. Right, dig out your best booze and let's talk about me until the car comes. You must be pretty impressed having Squadron Commander the Lord Flashheart drop in on your squad a bit of a line.
Actually, no. I was more impressed by the contents of my handkerchief the last time I blew my nose.
Yeah, like hell. I bet you got little piggies of me on the wall of your dugout. Bet you go girly and giggly whenever you look at them.
I'm afraid not. Unfortunately, most of the infantry think you're a prat. Ask them who they'd prefer to meet. Squadron Commander Flashheart, or the man who cleans the public toilets in Aberdeen. And they'd go for Wee Jong Poopok McPlop every time.
Aha.
And when that fellow looped the loop, I honestly thought, my God!
Yes, I suppose I am.
This is the greatest honour of my life. I hope I snuff it right now to preserve this moment forever.
It could be arranged.
Lord Flashheart, I want to learn to write so I can send a letter home about this golden moon.
So all the fellows hate me, eh? Not a chance. I'm a bloody hero, old scout. Oh, Jesus.
I have every cigarette card they ever printed of you. My old family took up smoking just so we could get the whole set. My grandmother smoked herself to death so we could afford the album.
Of course you did. Of course you did. The poor love-crazed old octogenarian. Right, let's sit down and yarn about how amazingly attractive I am.
Yes, yes. If you'll excuse me, I have urgent business. There's a bucket outside I have to be sipping.
You look like a fine British fellow. A part of the old booty's on you, if that's okay.
It would be an honour, sir.
Of course it would. Say, do you know what it's like to have a wind rushing through your hair?
No, sir.
He does. So, I flew through the bedroom window, popped a box of chocks on the bedside counter, machine gunned my telephone number into a wall, and shot off and shagged her sister.
Driver Parkhurst reporting for duty, my lord.
Well, if it isn't young Bobby Parkhurst, saucier than a direct hit on a Heinz factory.
I'm here to pick you up.
That's how I like my women. Direct and to my point. Woof! Tally-ho then, back to a bar. You know, George, you should join the Royal Flying Corps. That's a way to fight a war. Tasty tucker, a soft bed, and a uniform so smart it's got a PhD from Cambridge. Could even bring your breath monster here. Anyone can be a navigator, as long as they can tell their arse from their elbow.
Well, that's Baldrick out, I fear.
We're always looking for talented types in the 20 minuters.
And there goes George.
I say, what a splendid notion. 20 minuters. Soft tucker, tasty beds, not half.
Begging your pardon, sir, but why do they call them the 20 minuters?
Ah, now I have that in my Brook Bond Book of the Air, you see. You collect all the cards and you stick them in this wonderful presentation booklet. Ah, 20 minutes. Damn, I haven't got the card yet. But the caption says, 20 minutes is the average amount of time new pilots spend in the air.
20 minutes.
That's right.
I had a 20-hour watch yesterday with 4 hours overtime in 2 feet of water.
Well, for heaven's sake, sir, why don't we join?
It would be better than sitting here on our elbows all day.
No, thank you. I have no desire to hang around with a bunch of upper-class delinquents, do 20 minutes work, and spend the rest of the day loafing about in Paris, drinking gallons of champagne, and having dozens of highly experienced, moist, pink, French peasant girls galloping up and down my... Hang on.
Come. Captain Blackadder.
Good morning, Captain Darling.
What do you want?
You're looking so well.
Come on, I'm a busy man, Blackadder. Let's hear it, whatever it is.
Well, you know, darling, every man has a dream. When I was a small boy, I used to watch the marsh warblers swooping in my mother's undercroft. And I remember thinking, will men ever dare to do the same? And, you know...
Oh, you want to join the Royal Flying Corps?
That's a thought. Could I?
No, you couldn't. Goodbye.
Oh, come on, darling. Just give me an application form.
No, it's absolutely out of the question. It's simply a ruse to waste 5 months of training, after which you'll say you can't fly at all because it makes your ears go pop. Come on, I wasn't born yesterday, Blackadder.
More's the pity, we could start your personality from scratch. So the training period is 5 months, is it?
It's no concern of yours if it's 5 years and comes with a free holiday in Tunisia, contraceptive supply. It's simply out of the question. And besides, it's not easy getting transfers, you know.
Oh, you've tried it yourself, have you?
No, I have not.
Trust you to skive off to some cushy option.
There's nothing cushy about life in the Women's Auxiliary Balloon Corps.
And so, the bishop said, I'm sorry, I didn't realise you meant an organist.
Thank you, George. At ease, everybody. Now then, where's my map? Oh. God, it's a barren, featureless desert out there.
Hello, George. What are you doing here?
Me, sir? I just popped in to join the Royal Flying Corps.
Oh, hello, Blackadder. What are you doing here?
Me, sir? I just popped in to join the Royal Flying Corps.
Of course, I said.
Bravo, I hope, darling. You know, I've always had my doubts about you trenchy type fellows. Thought they'd be a bit too much of a rather have a cup of tea than charge, stark naked and jerry about you. But if you're willing to join the 20 Minuters, then you're all right by me and welcome to marry my sister any day.
Are you quite sure about that, sir?
Certainly. You should hear the noise she makes when she eats a boiled egg. I'd be glad to get her out of the house. Now, report back here at 0900 hours for your basic training.
So I'm looking forward to today. Up diddly up, down diddly down, whoop spook twiddly dee, decent scrap with the fiendish Red Baron, crash landing behind enemy lines, capture, torture, escape, and back home in time for tea and medals.
George, who's using the family brain cell at the moment? This is just the beginning of the training. The beginning of 5 long, lazy months of very clever, very dull men looking at machinery.
Hey, girls! Look at my machinery! Enter a man who has no underwear! Ask me why I have no underwear!
Why do you have no underwear, Lord Flash?
Because the pants haven't been built, but they'll take the job on. That's the type of guy who's doing the training around here. Ah, but isn't young Captain Slackbladder?
Blackadder.
Couldn't resist today, Slackbladder. Told you thought I was great. Right, let's do it! First things first, always treat your kite how you treat your woman.
How do you mean, sir? Take her home for the weekend to meet your mother?
No, I mean get inside her 5 times a day and take her to heaven and back.
I'm beginning to see why the suffragette movement want the vote.
Any woman who wants to chain herself to my railings and suffer a jet movement gets my vote. Right, goggles on, I'll see you on the runway for takeoff in 10 minutes.
Hang on, what about the months of training?
Hey, wet pants, this isn't the Women's Auxiliary Balloon Corps. You're in the 20 Minuters now. Let's go.
Lord Blackadder,
Yes, Pratt in the back.
I believe we'd all be intrigued to know why you're called the 20 Minuters.
Mr. Thicko, imagine not knowing that.
Average life expectancy of a new pilot's 20 minutes. Goggles on, chocks away, last one back to Homo. Hooray!
Hooray!
Life expectancy of 20 minutes. Let's see, take off in 10 minutes, we're in the air for 20 minutes, we'll be dead by 25 to 10.
Harry Blighters, this is a turn up for the plus 4s.
Oh, I shouldn't worry about it too much, Blackadder. Flying's all about navigation. As long as you have a good navigator, you'll be fine.
Actually, look, this is a doddle. Whoops, a little wobble, but I'll get the hang of it. Alright, Baldrick, time to check chances of our stock and survival. How many rounds have we got?
500, sir! Half a cheese for you, that for me! Oh, sir! Dolly Bio! What's this, sir?
Baldrick, will you stop arsing about and get back in the cockpit?
Woo! Sir, I can see a pretty red plane from up there!
Oh no! Watch out, Baldrick, it's stood right in our tail! Yes, it's developing into a distinctly boring situation. It's okay, we're still on our side of the lines. I'll just crash land and play my ears went pop. First time out.
Try and land on something soft, sir!
Fine, I'll try and aim between General Melchit's ears. I don't believe it. A German prison cell. For 2.5 years, the Western Front's been as likely to move as a Frenchman who lives next door to a brothel. Then, last night, the Germans advance a mile and we land on the wrong side.
Oh dear, Captain B. My tummy's gone all squirty.
That's because you're scared, Baldrick. And you're not the only one. I couldn't be more petrified if a wild rhinoceros had just come home from a hard day at the swamp and found me wearing his pyjamas, smoking his cigars and in bed with his wife.
Oh, my mum.
Oh yes, it'd be good to see her. I should imagine a maternally outraged gorilla would be a pretty useful ally when it comes to the final scrap. Prepare to die like a man, Baldric, or as close as you can get without actually shaving the palms of your hands.
Good evening. I'm Oberlieutenant von Gerber, and I have a message for you from Baron von Richthofen, the greatest living German.
Which, considering the competition consists almost entirely of very fat men in leather shorts, burping to the tune of She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain, is no great achievement.
Quiet!
And what is this message?
It is, prepare yourself for a fate worse than death.
Ah, so the traditional warm German welcome.
Correct! And also he is saying, do not try to escape, or you will suffer even worse.
A fate worse than death. That's pretty bad.
It's all very well for you, sitting behind your comfy desk.
Don't take that tone of voice with me, Lieutenant, or I'll have you on a charge for insubordination.
Well, I'd rather be on a charge for insubordination than a charge for deserting a friend.
How dare you?
Now then. What's going on?
That damn fool Blackadder's crashed his plane behind enemy lines, and this young idiot wants to go and rescue him. It's a total waste of men and resources.
He's not a damn fool, sir, he's a bloody hero.
All right, darling, I'll handle this one. Delicate touch needed.
I fancy.
Now, George, do you remember at your 6th birthday when you were a nipper? You had that beautiful little rabbit. What's his name again?
Flossie.
Yes, quite, that's right. And do you remember what happened to young Flossie?
You shot it?
Yes. Kindest thing to do was been run over by that car.
By your car?
Yes, my car. That's an act of mercy after you had that, a dog set on him, as I remember.
Your dog?
Yes, my dog. But what I'm trying to say, George, is that the state that young Flossie was in when we scraped him off by front tyre is very much the state that young Blackadder will be in right now. If not very nearly dead, then very actually dead.
Permission for the lick to wobble.
Permission granted. Stout fellow.
But surely, sir, you must at least try and save him.
Ah, no, George. About as pointless as trying to teach a woman the importance of a good forward defensive stroke. Besides, it would take a Superman to get him out of there. Not the kind of man who blubs when he's handed a slice of rabbit pie instead of birthday cake.
I suppose you're right.
Of course I am. Now let's see something more jolly. This is the amount of land we've recaptured since yesterday.
Ah, excellent.
What is the scale of this map, darling?
1 to 1, sir.
Come again?
The map is actually life-size. It's superbly detailed, though. Oh, look. There's a little worm.
So, the actual amount of land retaken is...
1 moment. About 5 square feet, sir.
Ah! So, you see, young Blackadder didn't die in vain after all.
If he did die, sir.
That's the spirit, George. If all else fails, a total pig-headed unwillingness to look facts in the face will see us through.
And you are the 2 English flying aces responsible for the spilling of the precious German blood of many of my finest and my blondest friends. I have waited many months to do this. Mwah!
You may have been right, Balders. Looks like we're going to get Roger to death after all.
Do you want me to go first, sir?
Ha! You English and your sense of humour! During your brief stay, I am looking forward to learning more of your punning and your wit and your amusing jokes about the breaking of the wind.
Baldric's the expert there.
Certainly am, sir.
Ha ha! How lucky you English are to find the toilet so amusing! For us it is a mundane and functional item, but for you it is the basis of an entire culture! Silence! I must now tell you of the full horrors that awaits you.
You see, Baldric, dress it up in any amount of pompous verbal diarrhea. The message is, square heads down for the big Bosch gangbang.
As an officer and a gentleman, you will be looking forward to a quick and noble death.
Well, obviously.
But instead an even worse fate awaits you. Tomorrow, you will be taken back to Germany. To a convent school outside Heidelberg, where you will spend the rest of the war teaching the young girls home economics! As a man of honor, the humiliation will be unbearable.
I think you'll find we're tougher than you imagine.
I can see how much you are suffering by your long faces.
Yes, but not suffering too much to say thank you. Say thank you, Baldric.
Thank you, Baldric.
Ha! Very amusing, but enough of that. I must take to the skies once again. The noble Lord Flashheart still eludes me.
I think you'll find he's overrated. Bad breath and impotent, they say.
Ah, sexual innuendo. Perhaps I shall master this humor after all.
I wouldn't be too optimistic.
But now, as you English say, I must fly. Oh, and the little one. If you get lonely in the night, I'm in the old chateau. There's no pressure. A pratfall!
So, is this it, sir? Is the war really over for us?
Yep, for us the Great War is finito. A war which would have been a damn sight simpler if we just stayed at home and shot 50,000 of our men a week. No more mud, death, rats, bombs, shrapnel, whiz-bangs, barbed wire and bloody awful songs that have the word whoops in the title. Damn, he's left the door open.
We can escape, sir.
Are you mad, Baldric? I'll go and find someone to lock it for us.
Shh, Cave, mum's the word, not half a word. Why did you shove out Lieutenant George, sir?
I can't believe it! Go away!
It's me! It's me!
What are you doing here?
Oh, never mind the hows and the whys and the do you mind if I don't.
But it would take a Superman to get in here.
Well, I did in fact have some help from a spiffing fellow. He's taken a break from some crucial top-level shagging.
Oh, God.
It's me! Hooray!
Hooray!
God's potatoes, George. Thought you said noble brother flies were in the lurch. If I'd known it was only slack bladder and a mound of a hound of a Baskervilles, I'd have left them here to stew my own juices. And let me tell you, if I tried that, I'd probably drown. Anyway, since I'm here, I'll do it anyway. Let's go! Come on, let's go!
Look, sorry chaps, but I've splintered my pancreas. I've got this awful cough. Gods! Gods!
I think I understand what's going on here.
Do you?
Yes, I'm not totally stupid. Just because I have the kind of tackle you'd expect to find between the hind legs of a Grand National winner doesn't mean I'm completely stupid.
Is that really what you think, Flasher?
Of course it is. Of course it is. Not what I think. Now get out of that door before I redecorate this room in an exciting new colour called Hint of Brain.
Excellent. Nice and clear. In that case, let's get back to that lovely war.
Worth!
What? Blah!
Not so fast, Blackadder!
Foiled again. What bad luck.
Ah, and see Lord Flashheart, this is indeed an honor. Finally, the two greatest gentlemen flyers in the world meet. Two men of honor who have jousted together in the cloud-strewn glory of the skies, face to face at last. How I've rehearsed this moment of destiny in my dreams. The honor we two encapsulate. The unspoken nobility.
What a perf! Let's go!
Good Lord, Captain Blackadder. I thought you were...
Playing tennis?
No, I thought you were...
Dead?
Yes.
No, lucky escape. No thanks to you. This is a friend of mine.
Hi, Pratt.
Flash, this is Captain Darling.
Captain Darling? Funny name for a man, isn't it? The last person I called darling was pregnant 20 seconds later. Heard you couldn't be bothered to help old Slacky over here.
No, that wasn't it at all. We weighed up the pros and cons, and we decided that it wasn't a reasonable use of our time and resources.
Well, this isn't a reasonable use of my time and resources, but I'm going to do it anyway.
What?
This! Right, Slacky, I've got to fly. But remember, if you want something, take it. Bobby!
My lord,
I want something!
take it.
Worth!
Git.
Ah, Blackadder, you escaped!
Yes, sir.
Bravo! Don't slouch, darling.
I was wondering whether, having been tortured by the most vicious sadist in the German army, I might be allowed a week's leave to recuperate.
Certainly! Your commanding officer would have to be stark raving mad to refuse you.
You are my commanding officer, sir.
Well,
Could I have a week's leave to recuperate?
certainly not!
Thank you, sir.
Care for a smoke, sir?
No, thank you.
Dashn't last all this hanging about, sir. I was bought as a pacifist's pistol. When are we going to see some action?
Well, George, I strongly suspect your long wait for certain death is nearly at an end. Surely you must have noticed something in the air.
Well, of course, but I thought that was Private Baldrick.
Unless I'm much mistaken, tomorrow we'll be making the big final push, the one we've been so looking forward to all these years.
Hurrah with highly polished brass knobs on. About time!
Hello, Somme Public Baths. No running, shouting or piddling in the shallow end. Ah, it's you, darling. Tomorrow at dawn. Excellent. See you later then. Bye. Gentlemen, our long wait is nearly at an end. Tomorrow morning we will be making the big final push. The one we've been so looking forward to. General Insanity Melchett invites you to a mass slaughter. We're going over the top.
Huzzah and hurrah! God save the King, rule Britannia, and boo sucks to Harry Hun.
Or to put it more precisely, you're going over the top. I'm going to get out of it.
But come on, sir, it may be a bit risky, but it's sure as blooming hell worth it, Governor.
How can it possibly be worth it? We've been sitting here since Christmas 1914, during which time we've moved no further than an asthmatic ant with heavy shopping.
Yes, but this time I'm absolutely positive we'll break through, sir. It'll be ice cream in Berlin in 15 days.
Or ice cold in no man's land in 15 seconds. No, the time has come for me to get out of this madness once and for all.
What madness is that?
For God's sake, George, how long have you been in the army?
Me, sir? I joined up straight away. 10th of August 1914. What a day that was. Myself and the fellows leapfrogging down to the Cambridge recruiting office and playing tiddlywinks in the queue. We had hammered the hell out of Oxford's tiddlywinkers just the week before, and there we were, off to hammer the Boche. Crashingly superb bunch of blokes. Fine, clean linen. Even our acne had a strange nobility about it.
Yes, and how are all the boys now?
Well, Jocko and the Badger bought us the first Ypres, unfortunately. Bit of a shock, that. I remember Bumfluff's housemaster wrote to me and told me that Sticky had been out for a duck, and the gubber had snitched a parcel sausage end and gone goose over Stump's frog side.
Meaning?
I'm not sure, sir, but I read in the Times that they'd both been killed.
And Bumfluff himself?
Got to packet Gallipoli with the Aussies. So did Strangely Brown and Drippy. I remember we heard on the first morning of the Somme when Titch and Mr. Floppy got gassed back to Blighty.
Which leaves...
Gosh, yeah, I'm the only one of the Trinity tittlers still alive. Gosh, there's a thought, not a jolly one.
My point exactly, George.
I might get a bit miz if it wasn't for the thought of going over the top tomorrow. Permission to get weaving.
Permission granted. Baldrick,
Captain V.
this is a crisis. A large crisis. In fact, if you've got a moment, this is a 12-storey crisis with a magnificent entrance hall, carpeted throughout, 24-hour porterage, and an enormous sign on the roof saying, "This is a large crisis." And a large crisis requires a large plan. Get me 2 pencils and a pair of underpants. Now then, Baldrick. This is an old trick I picked up in the Sudan. We tell HQ that I've gone mad, and I'll be invalided back to Blighty before you can say Wibble, a poor, gormless idiot.
But I'm a poor gormless dear, sir, and I've never been invalided back to Blighty.
Yes, Baldrick, that's because you never said wibble. Go on, ask me a few simple questions.
What's your name?
Wibble.
What's 2 plus 2?
A wibble.
Where do you live?
London.
Eh?
Small village on Mars, just outside the capital city, Wibble.
All present and correct, sir? Ready for the off, eh?
I'm afraid not, Lieutenant. I'm just off to Hartlepool to buy some exploding trousers.
I'm sorry, sir. Have you gone barking mad?
Yes, George, I'm afraid I have. Cluck, cluck, jibber, jibber, vile man's and mushroom, etc. Go and send a runner to tell General Milchett that your captain has gone insane and must return to England at once.
But how utterly ghastly for you. I mean, you'll miss the whole rest of the war.
Yes, very bad luck. Beep.
Right.
Beep.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Pa, pa.
Whatever you do, don't excite him.
Fat chance. Now, Baldrick, fix us some coffee, will you? And try and make it taste slightly less like mud this time.
Noisy, I'm afraid, Captain.
And why is that?
Well, because it is mud. It ran out 13 months ago.
So, you're telling me every time I've drunk your coffee since, I have in fact been drinking hot mud?
With sugar?
Which of course makes all the difference.
Well, it would do if we had any sugar. Well, we ran out New Year's Eve 1914. Since then I've been using a sugar substitute.
Which is?
Dandruff.
Brilliant.
Still, I could add some milk this time. Well, saliva.
No, thank you, Baldrick. Call me Mr. Picky, but I've decided to cancel the coffee.
It's probably because you're mad, sir.
Well, quite.
Didn't go down at all well, sir. Captain Darling said they'd be here directly, but you better be pretty damn doolally.
Oh, don't worry, George. I am. I'll show them what totally and utterly bonker-rooney means. Woof. Until then, there's bugger all to do except sit and wait.
Or we could have a jolly game of charades.
Oh, yeah.
And a good old sing-along of music hall hits like Birmingham Bertie and Oops, Mrs. Miggins, you're sitting on my artichokes.
Yes, I think bugger all might be rather more fun.
Might I ask a question, sir?
Permission granted, as long as there isn't one about where babies come from.
No, it's just, you know how at the moment there's a war going on, right? And ages ago there wasn't a war going on, right? So what I want to know is, how do we get from one case of affairs to the other, right?
You mean, how did the war start?
Yes, sir.
The war started because of the vile Hun and his villainous empire building.
George, the British Empire at present covers at least a quarter of the globe, while the German Empire consists of a small sausage factory in Tanganyika. I hardly think we can be entirely absolved from the blame on the imperialistic front.
Oh no, sir. Absolutely not. Mad as a bicycle.
I heard it started when some chap called Archie Duke shot an ostrich because it was hungry.
I think you mean it started when the Archduke of Austro-Hungary got shot.
No, there was definitely an ostrich involved.
Well, possibly. But the real reason is, it was just too much effort not to have a war.
By gum, this is interesting. I always loved history. Henry VIII and his 6 knives and the Battle of Hastings.
You see, Baldrick, in order to prevent a war in Europe, two superblocks developed. Us, the Russians and the French on one side, and the Germans and Austro-Hungary on the other. The idea was to have two vast opposing armies, each acting as the other's deterrent. That way, there could never be a war.
Well, this sort of is a war, isn't it, sir?
That's right, there was one tiny flaw in the plan.
And what was that?
It was bollocks.
So the poor ostrich died for nothing then, sir?
Attention!
Right, they're here. Baldrick, keep him warm while I go and prepare the ground.
So, George, how's the patient?
It's touch and go, sir. Can't vouch for his behaviour. He's gone mad, you see. Stir-fry crazy.
I see. Is that genuinely mad, or is he simply stuck 2 pencils up his nose and put a pair of underpants on his head? That's what they used to do in the Sudan. I had to shoot a whole platoon to try that one once. Well, let's have a look at him.
And you see, Baldrick, another thing they used to do in the Sudan was to get dressed up like this and pretend to be mad. But don't let me catch you trying that one, or I'll have you shot. Dismissed. Oh, hello, General. I didn't see you come in.
Now then, Blackadder! They told me you'd gone mad.
Oh, no, sir. It must have been a communication breakdown. Someone must have told you I was mad with excitement waiting for the off.
Ah, I told you there'd be a perfectly good explanation for all this, darling.
Well, that's very odd, sir. The message was perfectly clear. Captain Blackadder gone totally tonto, brings straitjacket for immediate return to Blighty.
The hero of Maboto Gorge? Mad? Look at him, he's as sane as I am.
Be the same Maboto Gorge where we massacred the peace-loving pygmies of the Upper Volta and stole all their fruit.
No, totally different with Oto Gorge. Cup of coffee, darling.
Yes, thank you.
Baldric, do the honours.
Certainly, sir. Hello, sir.
3 lumps, please.
Could you manage 3 lumps, Baldric?
I'll rummage around and see what I can find.
And make it a milky one.
Hurry up.
So, George, looking forward to the big push?
Absolutely, sir. At last our chance to show the Huns that it takes more than a pointy hat and bad breath to defeat the armies of King George.
That's the spirit.
Thank you. Cappuccino. Have you got any of that brown stuff that you sprinkle on top?
It's all right.
No.
Attention!
Fine body of men out there.
Yes, sir. Shortly to become fine bodies of men.
Oh, nonsense, you'll pull through. I remember when we thrashed the old Romans back in 1895. They said we'd never get through their back line, but we ducked and we dodged and we damn well won the game 15-4.
Yes, sir, but the Harrow fullback wasn't armed with a heavy machine gun.
No, that's a good point. Make a note, darling. Recommendation to the Harrow governors. Heavy machine guns for fullback. Now then, Private. Are you looking forward to giving those Frenchies a good licking?
No, sir. It's the Germans will be licking.
Don't be revolting, darling! I wouldn't lick a German if he was glazed in honey! Now then, soldier, do you love your country?
Certainly do, sir.
And do you love your king?
Certainly don't, sir.
And why not?
My mum told me never to trust men with beards.
Good old native cockney wit. Well, I'll be off. Surely there's no place for an old general with a wooden heart and a dicky bladder in the front line. Oh, George, if you feel like coming back to HQ, hear the results as they come in. There's a spare place in the car.
Oh no, thank you, sir. I wouldn't miss this for the world. I'm as excited as an excited person with a special reason to be excited.
Ah, that's the spirit. Well, see you all in Berlin for coffee and cake. What the hell's the matter with you today, darling? I'm sorry, Blackadder. Come on, darling, we're leaving.
Yes, sir.
By Jove, I'm glad you're not barking anymore, sir.
Thank you, George, although it looks like you are. You were offered a way out and you didn't take it.
Absolutely not. Can't wait to get stuck into the Bosch.
You won't have time to get stuck into the Bosch. We'll all be cut to pieces by machine gun fire before we have the time to yell charge.
So, what shall we do now?
Going to sing my war poem, sir?
How hurt will you be if I give you the honest answer, which is, no, I would rather French kiss a skunk.
So would I, sir.
Fire away then, Baldric.
Hear the words I sing. War's a horrid thing. Still I sing, sing, sing. Ding-a-ling-ling. Bravo!
It started off badly, it tailed off a little in the middle, and the less said about the end, the better. But other than that, it was excellent.
You want to do another one then, sir?
We wouldn't want to exhaust you.
Oh, that's all right, sir. I could go on all night.
Not with a bayonet through the neck, you could.
This one's called the German Guns.
Spiffing, let's hear that.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
How did you guess, sir?
Gosh, spooky, eh?
I'm sorry, I've just got to get out of here.
I have a cunning plan, sir.
Go on then, Baldric, for old time's sake.
You phone up Phil Marshal Haig and ask him to get you out of it.
Baldric, even by your standards, that's pathetic. I've only ever met Field Marshal Haig once, and it was over 20 years ago. And, my gosh, you've got it. You've got it. Mwah!
Well, if I've got it, you've got it too now, sir.
I can't believe I've been so stupid. One phone call will do it. One phone call, and I'll be free. Let's see. It's 3:45. I'll call about 6. Excellent. Where was I? I must get packing.
You know, I won't half miss you chaps after the war.
I'll come visit you, Lieutenant.
Oh, will you really? Yes. Jump into the jalopy and come down and visit me in the country. We can relive the old times.
What, dig a hole in the middle of the garden, fill it with water and get the gamekeeper to shoot at us all day?
That's the one thing I don't understand about you, Captain. I mean, you're a professional soldier, and yet sometimes you seem as if you haven't enjoyed soldiering at all.
Well, you see, George, I did enjoy it, back in the days when the prerequisite of a British battle was that the enemy should, under no circumstances, carry guns. Even spears made us think twice. The type of people we like to fight most were 2 feet tall and armed with dry grass.
But what about Mboto Gorge, for heaven's sake?
Oh yes, that was a nasty one. 10,000 Watutsi warriors armed to the teeth with kiwi fruit and guava halves. After the battle, instead of taking prisoners, we simply made a huge fruit salad. When I joined up, I never imagined anything as awful as this war. 15 years of military experience, perfecting the art of ordering a pink gin and saying, "Do you do it doggy doggy" in Swahili? Then suddenly, 4.5 million heavily armed Germans hove into view. It was a shock, I can tell you.
I thought it was going to be great. We all did, signing up to our local regiment, the Turnip Street Workhouse Pals. The first time we ever really felt popular. Everyone was cheering, throwing flowers. A girl actually came up and kissed me.
Poor woman, first casualty of the war.
The training was easy. All we had to do was bayonet sacks full of straw all day. Even I could do it. I remember telling my mum, these sacks of straw would be easy to outwit in a battle situation. Then we all met up, just before Christmas, 1914.
Oh yes, that's right. We had that wonderful Christmas truce. Do you remember, sir? We could hear Silent Night drifting across the still clear air of no man's land. And then they came, the Germans, emerging out of the freezing night mist, calling to us. And we clambered up over the top and went to meet them.
Both sides advanced further during one Christmas piss-up than we've managed in the next 2.5 years.
Sir, do you remember the football match, sir?
Remember it? How could I forget it? I was never offside. I could not believe that decision.
Since then we've been stuck here for 3 flipping years. All my friends are dead. Sammy the snake, Bertie the bird, Katie the worm. Everyone except Neville the fat hamster.
I'm afraid Neville bought it too, Baldrick. I'm sorry.
Neville, gone, sir.
Actually, he's not quite gone. He's in the corner banging up the sink.
It didn't have to happen this way. If it wasn't for this terrible war, Neville might still be alive today, sniffling his little nose and going, "Eat."
On the other hand, if he hadn't died, I would have been able to insert a curtain rod up his bottom and use him as a dish mop.
Why can't we just stop, sir? Why can't we all just go home? Why can't we just pack it in? Why?
Now you stop that country talk right now, Private. It's absurd, it's Bolshevism, and it wouldn't work anyway.
But why wouldn't it work?
It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't. Just get back to polishing your boots, Private. Less of that lip. It's all right, sir. I think I've crushed the rebellion. Just to think, in a few hours we'll be off. Not that I won't miss all this, though. We've had some good times. We've had some damnably good laughs, eh?
Yes, can't think of any specific ones myself.
Darling. Darling!
Yes, sir?
Can't sleep either, eh?
No, sir. Thinking about the bush, sir. Rather hoping the Germans will forget to set their alarm clocks, oversleep, and still be in their pyjamas when our boys turn up, sir.
I've been thinking too, darling. Over these last years, I've come to think of you as a sort of son. Not a favourite son, of course, more of an illegitimate backstairs sort of sprock. But still, fruit of my overactive loins.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to do what's best for you, darling. So, I want you to have this.
Postal order for 10 shillings, sir.
Sorry, my godson's wedding present. There you go.
No, sir, this is a commission for the front line.
Yes. I've been awfully selfish keeping you back here, missing out on all the fun and games. This will let you get to the front line immediately.
No, sir, I don't want to,
To leave me? I appreciate that, darling, but I'll just have to find someone else to carry my special feathery hat.
No, sir, please. I don't want to go into battle.
Without me? But I'm too old. I'll just have to sit this one out on the half-touch line with the fat, wheezy boys with a note from matron, while you young bloods link arms for the glorious final scrum down.
No, sir, please, you're not listening. I don't want to go. Please, for all the times that I've helped you with your dicky bows and your dicky bladder, please, please. Please don't make me
Go through the farewell teabagging ceremony. No, I've spared you that too, you sentimental young booby. No fuss, no bother. The driver's already here. Goodbye, Kevin, darling.
Goodbye, sir.
Stop raining, sir. Looks like it might be a nice day for it.
Yes, it's nearly morning.
Good lord, so it is. It's time to make my call. Hello? Sir Field Marshal Douglas Hay, please. Yes, it's urgent.
Hey,
Hello, Sir Douglas.
who is this?
This is Captain Blackadder, sir. Erstwhile of the 1945th East African Rifles.
Good Lord, Blackie.
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen you since...
92, sir, in Boto Gorge.
My God, yes. We sure gave those pygmies a good squashing that day.
Certainly did, sir. And do you remember...
By Jingo, yes, you saved my damn life that day, Blackadder. If it weren't for you, that pygmy with the sharpened mango could have seriously...
Well, yes, sir. And do you remember you said if I was ever in any real trouble, if I ever really needed a favour, I was to call you and you would do anything you could to help me?
Yes I do, and I stick by it. You know me, not a man's changed my mind.
No, we've noticed that.
So, what do you want? Spit it out, man.
Well, it's like this. I'll be blunt. It's the big push tomorrow, and I'm not all that keen on going over the top.
Oh. I see. Well,
It was a viciously sharp mango slice, wasn't it, sir?
alright, Blackadder. If I fix this for you, I never want to hear from you again. Is that clear?
Suits me, Dougie.
Right, listen carefully, because I'm not going to repeat myself. First, put your underpants on your head, then stick 2 pencils up your nose. They'll think you're crazy and send you straight home. Right, favour returned.
I think the phrase rhymes with clucking bell.
Does this mean I'm going over the top now, sir?
Field Marshal!
No, not quite. Or not yet. Just wanted to let you know, Blackadder, I sent you over a small present. Bye.
Sir,
Captain Darling.
Captain Blackadder?
Here to join us for the last waltz.
Yes. Tired of folding the General's pyjamas.
well, this is brave, splendid, comradely news. Together we'll fight for kin and country, and be sucking sausages in Berlin by tea time.
Yes, I hope the cafes are well stocked. Everyone seems determined to eat out the moment they arrive.
But this is really brave, noble, splendid. Sir,
Yes, Lieutenant.
I'm scared, sir.
I'm scared too, sir.
How are you feeling, darling?
Not all that good. Rather thought I'd live through the whole thing. Go back to work at Pratt & Sons, keep wicket for the Croydon gentleman, marry Doris. I made a note in my diary on the way here. Simply says, bugger.
Well, quite.
Statue! Statue! Fix bayonets!
Come on, let's move. Don't forget your stick, Lieutenant.
Oh, thanks, sir. Didn't want to face a machine gun without this.
I say, listen, our guns have stopped.
You don't think...
Perhaps the war's over. Perhaps it's peace.
Hurrah! The big knobs have got round the table and yanked the iron out of the fire.
Oh, thank God. We lived through it. The Great War, 1914 to 1917.
Hooray!
I'm afraid not. The guns have stopped because we're about to attack. Not even our generals are mad enough to shell their own men. They feel it's more sporting to let the Germans do it.
So we are in fact going over. This is, as they say, it?
Yes, unless I can think of something very quickly.
Company! One pace forward!
There's a nasty splinter on that ladder, sir. Someone could hurt himself from that.
Stand! Ready!
I have a plan, sir.
Really, Baldrick? A cunning and subtle one?
Yes, sir.
As cunning as a fox who's just been appointed Professor of Cunning at Oxford University?
Yes, sir.
On the signal! Company will advance!
Well, I'm afraid it's too late. But whatever it was, I'm sure it was my plan to get out of here by pretending to be mad. I mean, who would have noticed another madman around here?